You're listening to A Radio.
Thank you for joining us. You're listening to A Radio, and this is The Morning Moment. Follow us on Spreaker.com and click on the like button. You can find us on most social media platforms such as iTunes, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Go to our website, aradio.wordpress.com, for details, where you'll find more content and details on our podcasts and more. This piece I want to play for you because it explains in plain and simple terms what's going on with what I call homegrown terrorist groups in many Western countries. Here's that piece from the Beck Show, June 16.
Welcome back to the program, Dr. Michael Rectenwald. He's got a new book out called Beyond Woke. Michael, I think you were the first guy to say this is a cultural revolution. This is a Maoist cultural revolution. And when you said it last year, I don't think I really connected it. But I just looked it up again this week. I'm doing some research for a special we're doing on Wednesday. And this is exactly the Maoist cultural revolution from the 1960s in China.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me, Glenn. It's great to be here. Yeah, we're going through it. I mean, we see everything that the Maoists did. The Red Guards, they destroyed monuments, they destroyed churches, they destroyed small businesses, they tried to wipe out the national heritage, cultural memory, historical memory, the renaming of streets, the attacks on the privileged and authority figures, scapegoating social groups, ritual shaming of self and others, like the people kneeling and those who are asked to kneel. All this self-abnegation, all this is out of the Maoist playbook.
It is absolutely incredible when you say that, because I think you said that a year ago, and now I see it happening. And I went back to look it all up, and it's identical. I mean, what are the odds that this is a coincidence?
I mean, there are no coincidences here. These people have studied this material, but they've also learned it through this material. All came through France in 1968 when the French student uprising was going on. They were reading Mao's Little Red Book. All of this stuff filtered into the Western left and has never left it. It's been there percolating. It's been there. Gestating just under the surface, and you saw it coming out through Twitter mobs, stuff like that. And I said, this was really a cultural revolution on the way, and we see it happening. I mean, what we also see, similarly, we see the kind of funding from corporations who are unwittingly giving money to people. Basically, as Lenin said, the capitalists will sell us the rope to hang him with.
It's important for all sane people to realize that this so-called uprising of anger is nothing more than a communist manipulation of a group of brainwashed individuals. How are they so utterly in step? Well, it starts with the total corruption of every major education system in the West, and then it's reinforced by higher education, topped off with the stamp of approval of the mainstream media in most Western countries. Even though many of the younger and youngest generations don't get their news from mainstream media, they do get their news in bite-sized chunks from that mainstream media, unknowingly, topped off, of course, by social media. That's why the silencing of alternate views on the what I call socialist media is very disturbing to me. For democracy itself, democracy can only flourish in an environment of freedom and free speech. And these organizations, and you know who they are anything but. And That's my comment. You can find more at aradio.wordpress.com, where you can find links to us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Gab, Spotify, and email. We're on Spotify under the podcast section. Type in Canadian Politics with a twist and you'll find us. We are continuing to reach out to you, so please pass these links on to your friends. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. You can listen to all our morning moments at Spreaker.com/A-Radio. EHRADIO, A-Radio. And please click on the like button. Join us Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 11:45 Eastern, and tell your friends and pass the word. We only tell the truth, not what the mainstream media want you to know.